It's kind of one of the, kind of like one of those Omega, where people just randomly pop in. How do they even get here? Who knows? I don't know. 5-10 minutes, just chat. Like, I'm gonna scroll YouTube and see how you find YouTube lives. I guess that would be ideal, right? It's just called experimenting, man. Thumb up. I don't know what you mean, thumb. Thumb. Oh, there you go, thumb. Imagine we had a viewer. A random soul in the world. I look pretty holy. A man on the... Oh, look, bro. Look at that. We're live on fucking YouTube. Yo, that's dope. Yo, dog, I don't even care. That feels like progress to me. I got TG over here. Yo, you know what I mean? Like, it's the small things, man. You know, the one karma. It's, like I could see myself here and here. Oh, dog. I asked for rich fames and rich when I was like 20 or 21, so it could take like 12 years, you know what I mean? Like, that could be the manifestation. The thing is, eventually once you get famous, man, I really don't want it, right? It's just more about the financial freedom, so. Anyways, I think that's dope. Still didn't answer my question. Let's stay focused. Oh, live. Okay, so for the lives, right, there's lots of music, obviously. We're getting down to, or 56 watching is the bottom. Yeah, so I guess you basically need like 60 people to get a viewer. Because you're not even in the line queue. At least on... Oh, hey, Manus. Thanks, bro. So I'm showing you as a viewer, which is odd. I don't even know where to chat. I don't have a chat box. Why don't I have a chat box? These are all the things you need to learn, you know? I was just trying to talk to somebody like, sorry man, I literally don't even know how to chat. Oh, there's your viewership there. Cool. Thanks, man. Yeah, I definitely want timestamps. Participants. Yeah, like, you see them, like, there's where... Thanks, bro. We have a great production starting. Other people are partying, we're sitting here grinding. So obviously everyone wants like financial freedom and stuff in their life, you know, and more importantly, I'm just happy to go explore, break new boundaries in my mind. A lot of what the law of attraction will say, especially Joe Dispenza, is go into the unknown. And I think that's one of the most difficult things, is going into the unknown, right? So I think life can get very familiar at times, and sometimes taking that path that's least traveled will often find us the greatest mysteries or unveilings for our life. I know a lot of great things that have happened to me is when I've done great things, such as vacation. You're already manifesting well, things keep coming in abundance, and then you meet someone that just gives you a piece of information that just really grows your life tremendously. So good to practice chat. Yes, figure out chat scene, things like that. I wonder if eventually Yeah, I'm sure. Oh yeah, because you can feed in. I'm sure I could be able to like use my camera here and have someone use the background, right, and be plugging away. There's no way those big streamers are taking care of that stuff. But you learn how it works. There's two microphones. I don't know if it's using both for the sound. It's really interesting. Oh yo, hey man, yo San. I didn't know someone's actually here. Okay. Yeah, man, we're just experimenting today. So, Manus and I are building kind of a media company just focused on law of attraction. I've had a lot of great things in my life happen to me, so just trying to expand the message. Not trying to sell anything to anyone or ask for any money. Might make merchandise eventually down the road, but that's selective, you know what I mean? Never gonna reinforce or promote, but yeah, I'm really just looking for curious perspectives of other individuals. Been trying to long for conversation. You know, doesn't always even have to be an intellectual human being, just someone that studies things. Oh, it's okay. Brother, even just the happiness makes me feel good. Yo, dog, you don't even know. It's right. It's the illusion, right, man? Yeah, brother, it's all good. The thing is, I often have done this by myself with chatting, practicing conversation, so I think trying to change my message in tune though and having people more engaged. Yeah, it is. Thank you very much, bro. I truly thought you were someone random and I want to know more and I want to hear about things. Be like, hey, this is what I found, you know, this universal law. I think this is going to hit, bro. Even the flames and fires, I can feel it. Yeah, stream, Discord, Reddit, your TikToks too, like the banging the clips to really smash out. All on that. And then we can merge like revenue streams, right? I think you're right on the TikTok. The Reddit will grow. This is good. And the TG, I guess, will just like use for business chat or something. I don't even really want to use Telegram anymore, to be honest. Because we can get other people to boost the server and boost our accounts. We can just manifest everything, bro. Like people sending us money and people, you know, just growing things. And a lot of it too, man, if I just like throw up charity causes, you know, like, hey, let's help this person out, or like, let's help this person out on the channel, and that just grows like, you know, the love, rather than trying to say, hey, how do I get dollars for myself? Like, let's just give dollars to someone else. It's really truly simple, you know. Let's just pass the energy and make and bless someone else's life, so people in the community and stuff, they can, I don't know, we'll figure it out. It's coming together, man. I'm looking a lot better though, dude. Like a month ago or 2 months ago in April, I was drinking with a friend, and I hardly ever drink, but I was drinking, just kind of like, you know, bypassing time. Don't even like it, but it is obviously, drinking is nice, but not. But yeah, I feel so much better in the skin purity in the sun, right? Even when I get red, it like balances nicely. So the sun's really good. Just being happy too, man, and good energies. Not stressing about the past. I have a friend who's a brother in the church, and he has a media company. Sorry, a design company. He does t-shirts and graphics and stuff, and he's also in crypto and NFTs, so I'm planning to work with him eventually in the future. I just have to build up my skill set with ourselves and what we're doing, so we could definitely plug in really, really well, right? Like, there's so many potential possibilities, man. And how many people actually, like, get up in front of the camera and do this, right? So even though it's one small step, it's one small step for mankind, one big leap for humanity. Whatever, man. You go do, like, you know, traveling the world and just doing crazy things, eating at nice restaurants, escargot and stuff, man, fancy. It's not even about showing off, it's just giving value to people enjoying it. And when we're truly sitting there with, like, you know, on the 152th floor of some skyscraper, which I don't really enjoy being in tall skyscrapers because they just like fall off, you know, like it's the what if. That stuff actually is worse to me than ocean is the scariest. Tall buildings are pretty terrifying. I've jumped out of a plane, I told you this, but yeah, those things are uneasy. That's why iron workers and stuff are just crazy. But anyways, yeah, I guess this whole group's just about becoming a selective different breed. Man, yo, being stuck in the middle of the ocean is one of the worst ways to die, right? Would you be like, I'll just drown myself? You just go under, right? Catch that bad gulp of air, of water, I mean. and then just pass out. You know? And yeah, man, like, do all this, and hopefully I can help others grow their lives and become better. Return a lot of lessons I've learned in life, maybe things people are curious about. Interesting paths. Dove into a few things. Other things didn't really seem interesting enough for me. Science is really cool. I'd like to talk to more scientists. But who knows, man? Let's see where this leads. A lot of these people play like video games, speed, you know. Miss Beast was doing his thing, but I think the raw onion, some memes, some clips. Just keep building up the positivity. Finding additional revenue streams are really good though for us, man. It's like, obviously, yeah, really mixed right now. Got to figure out the focus, but I think as we go, see how this wasn't our initial focus, right? Reddit was kind of like, oh yeah, Reddit obviously going well. Can feel the vibes here. I know I'm repeating myself. I like the sound of Discord too. To do. Oh, yeah, right on. Hey, welcome. Manos and I are just messing around, kind of just doing test production, so nothing's really great on this live, but anyways, welcome. We're always looking for curious perspectives. This is mostly about law of attraction, quantum leaping, so within my life, I've had remarkable things happen. Nothing true extraordinary in terms of like what's out there in the grand scheme of life, but that's due to limiting beliefs, which is part of the law of attraction too. So most of us are stuck into a path that we think is only suitable to our lives because we don't really feel worthy of more. You know, example, if you see an extravagant car, you're like, that's not worthy of me, I'm only worth like a very, very piece of shit car or something, you know, it's out of question. And then that fear cycle really prevents us from having growth. And that's kind of what all the books about law of attraction, neuroplasticity, neuroscience they get into. You change your mind, you change your reality. So I Quantum Leap TV, it's just something I've been saying for a while, is quantum leaping. Having a lot of success in stocks and crypto and things, and energy and money, it fluctuates, and the more that you can kind of just give value and pass good vibes or information, good conversations, a laugh, a smile, all those things really help. So, you know, whoever else is here, we thank you very much for your company. If you have any stories about law of attraction, miracles, if you're curious about it, you know, happy to indulge. If you have any questions, happy to entertain them. So I'm currently in Canada, just turned 32. I run a business, and then yeah, we're just doing this now to get exposure and build up a community. I've always said like minds together really help shape your reality around you. That's kind of what law of attraction is about, is change your mind, change your internal, and have your external change for you. They often say like writing down a check. So, you know, if you're earning $20,000 a year, write a check for $100,000. And as you have this mindset shift of looking for opportunity, you'll start to see things differently with a different perspective, and it's that action upon this new mindset that allows for abundance to enter your life. So if you see a penny on the ground, pick up that penny. If you see a dime, like, don't say, oh, I'm too good for the dime, you know. Or if you needed a sweatshirt and you see one on the side, and as long as it's never stealing, but you know it's just meant for you. I always return phones, cell phones and things like that. They're not mine, you know. You don't gain ill, because I think that goes into karma, which is not a topic I've really studied, but is something that's interesting. So along our journey, the great thing about discussing these things on the daily is it's like positive, right? How to better yourself rather than the fear cycles that are kind of pushed upon us. So I think a lot of life puts you in this trap and kind of keeps you in this bubble, and a lot of people are going to be argumentative when you challenge it, because they like to have such belief in something they've held on to for so long, which goes into living in the past and not accepting change. So afraid of the present because of past, and that's preventing their future. A lot of things just start like the first thing I've ever manifested, and I always keep them. I'm so happy, even through my travels. I lose a lot of things, and some things are meant to come and go, but the this chopstick, so I was eating sushi all the time when I got tired of plastic ones. But these just magnetize to you, so it'll become free. I don't really pay for much. That whiteboard, the piano, this chair, the bookshelf, the tiger, all this stuff is like free. I literally don't, it just comes to me. I like it. Some things I get rid of and give away, but you can just use your mind, and that's essentially what I'm trying to tell you. So, for that one other person here that isn't my friend Manus, and now my other potential new friend, you can use your mind to manifest. And I started as like an atheist, got into spirituality. I found, looked at the Matrix, are we a code, simulation, whatever. But then I found law of attraction, and for me that really sunk and resonated. It's like change your mind, change your perspective, and just watch things happen. So for me, I had $1,000, which in Canada, might pay like a month or two rent, like 10 years ago, in a one-bedroom rental student room, and I wanted $100,000. So I wrote down 100 grand. I wanted a hairstylist friend. Oh, they've left. That's okay. That was a fun time, dude. Success, brother. One person tuned in and listened for 5 minutes, and if it's them listening, like, that's okay. It's all about those small compound wins, right? It's like picking up the dime, getting the bottle deep. Oh, brother, I'm so happy. There is a participant list up here somewhere, but again, I don't even know how to respond to chat at this moment, so. Yeah, it was wonderful, man. One random person tuned in. There's a dashboard too. There's so much to learn, but oh, there's the chat. Okay, I found the chat, Manus. And then I just gotta find the participant list, which I had last time. Thanks, man. I'm glad you're here learning this too, because, yeah, if I can ever have someone in the background just doing this would be great. The whole thing that we're really focused on, is like, producing skills for us, doing value, and then finding some even small revenue, right? Like, say it's $1,000 out a month, like even getting $100 a month would be wonderful. So some contracts or jobs. It just means you're getting viewers. Where there's the thing about new software and stuff, right? There's buttons everywhere, and usually there's a standard layout, but there's so many toggles. That's why software, man, even just understanding how to use software is such a valuable tool to so many people, especially elderly generation where I'm from. I could get paid $40, $50 just from using software, responding to emails, setting up things. Like, just becoming skillful in this is good, but also remember it's a downfall. If technology ever goes down, you're pretty much useless, right? Like, you'd be looking at a car and you'd be like, how do I fix this and get gasoline and drive away? Or how do I start a fire? Or how do I go get food and fish traps? Like, you know what I mean? You gotta balance, at least in my stars. I believe your culture is really large in astrology and things like that. So for me, I read that I'm a master of none, but an expert in being a jack of all trades, right? So like everywhere and everything, but communication seems really good for me. So now all I'm trying to find, Manus, is, okay, so see that. That brings up the dashboard. Okay, so when I press the setting, that brings the dashboard for me to be able to talk to you. I push refresh chat the one time. That's cool. Oh, there we go. That's what I was looking for. Okay, so this is called a hamburger menu. Funny enough, that's why they eat ... I don't like that name, but yeah, hamburger menu. And then participants. So one other random person there. That was good. Eventually, you gotta like make new stories and talk about current successes, right? So when we have the positive people, I think that's where the TG group might come in, is like we'll keep it private accessors, so they go, you gotta have TG. We have Discord for the public. TG would be like our prayer group, So that Fetty dude, not too happy about him, just a raider. But I don't want to kick him because it's potentially useful down the road. But that feels manipulative, so in that case I should just boot him. Because if an algorithm can do them, I'd rather study the software and learn for free, right? And I've messaged them and they don't want to. Like, look at this. probably shouldn't swear either on camera. Not a good thing. Alright, let's just boot him. Did I boot him or not boot him? Let's see. Like, what do they even do? It's like 300 people, though, you know? I mean, out of 300, they can't all be broke. My gut says to keep him. We'll see. Or is he a hindrance to us? Who knows? There's a back. That's alright. Oh, yeah. Sorry. We got chanting going on. Ho ho ho. That, right? Yeah. Sorry, man. Hey, well, cheers, bro. This is some progress. At least, said we were gonna stream. It's July 1st. We did a stream. Didn't say where. We're still making goals and efforts, right? And that's ultimately what counts. And when you go back and you ever need to make a clip or a short or something, you're gonna be extraordinarily good at it. You have skills that are tremendously growing. Again, you're producing value to Reddit. We're expanding here. Man, that's good. And I guess what the raiders could do, right? I'd be like, hey guys, once I get the software company, I can airdrop them some tokens or something. We can really blow up and pump the algorithm. Like 200-300 participants in here, right? And then it shoots up to the top. Just like Shark as well too. So the unfortunate thing is you kind of got to learn in business. Like the gardener, he gardens. I don't need to invite him in my private manifestation group. You know what I mean? Like his goal right now is to manifest. To garden. But if he was to grow more of a garden, it'd be wonderful. That's why I was asking my friend about his fencing business, right? He's always complaining about, we got all this work. I'm really happy I got all this work, but it's work. I'm like, don't you ever want to scale? Bro, I'm trying to scale as fast as possible, right? And sometimes it shoots you down, but if I can get my friend to go work the job, like I was saying beforehand, and then I can go to a whole new site location, and then go talk and meet new people up there and tell them I'm the bottle depot operator in Caslo. I can do deals that increases volume. You know what I mean? It brings more money, and then I work out a volume deal with him, and then every time he's collecting cans now or grabbing them, he feels like he's making more money. You know what I mean? So in his mind, he's a bit happier. Obviously it still sucks, but you're a bit happier, and that's what matters, right? You feel like you're getting out of the hole just a little bit more, and that's what the law of attraction, staying positive about, is you're still gonna have to go through difficult times. That's life. You can't just it always comes and knocks on your door. Sometimes it does, but you can't just sit around waiting for everything. But I'm sure that if you just asked for a rubber duck, it would come to your door, because I had a bench press do that downstairs. And my life isn't overly extravagant, but I'm more than happy. And the less you want, the more life is better. Life is better that way. Anyways, 23 minutes. I'm gonna hit the 30-minute mark, man. So 6 more minutes, and then have a little quick conversation with you, discuss a few things. Maybe I'll just pump out a quick video if you want to make a short. I know I'll give you, I'll pay for 100 shorts in my life and look back on it, and even if it fails, I learned how to pronunciate, learn some valuable lessons, not to be argumentative. It'd be nice if we could go to the streets and find some people. Manus, do you have friends in real life? Did you go to high school? What did you do? You had to have meet some people in the world, right? What are they doing? Do you like any of them? Or are they all just phonies? A bunch of phonies. Phony baloney. Oh, I can't believe we had some random person. That was wonderful. No wonder these people get hyped when they have 100,000 people and they'll be like, $100,000. Making the money. Isn't it crazy people donate to them too? Like making $16 million, here's $100. Absolutely nothing. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I can't get caught up on the doom scroll. That's why content's just funny. I'm sure if we even just went to Sora and made AI videos, like crazy shit, and just pump that. Bro, I think we should do that as well. I can get a Sora membership and you can go ham on it. Allows you to make AI content videos and just pump a channel. Just call it like fucking some bullshit. If it's just about views, right? I don't know if that's actually worth the time though. What skills are you really building? Don't feel passionate about it. I guess the analogy comes down to you could spend your whole life in the big city doing the corporate job for 30, 40 years to have a large house and the yacht and whatever, say a fancy boat and a nice getaway. And then you're going to be 40 or 50 or 60 and dying, whatever. Just hypothetical, so you're not using law of attraction. Versus the person who's okay with living on a boat in the water or a little yurt and they're just really content and peaceful all the time and didn't have to go through the stress and the headaches on the constant basis and looking at things they didn't want to, but rather nature and listening to the birds and the bees and the crickets chirp and just being at calm and ease. And their life allows them to live to 95 as opposed to the other guy that dies at 73 because he liked to drink and smoke, probably gambled a little too much and had sex and maybe got a little adventurous, whatnot, It's just crazy, man. It's perspective. And I'd really like to hear from a person who has a psychology or a sociology degree. And we don't always have to agree with everything, but if they say a good relationship on a 20-point basis is that we agree around 11 to 13 points. Basically the number is 13 points we agree on, 7 points we disagree upon. Right? So if I'm like, oh, you should work out every day, it's fucking mandatory, you'd be like, yeah. Right? But if we're on point with 13, then we can get along. If it's 20 and 20, we actually don't get along too well. But if it's any less than 13, 11's the bottom line, just a little over half. I can tell you though, man, you're just playing an avatar, which is another game that the guy, I think his legs don't work or whatever, so he hops into this virtual reality. But you're actually running around as this new character, jumping around, running through trees and doing crazy missions, basically like Halo but with these tall night elf creatures. Anyways, it's a James Cameron movie and James Cameron made Titanic and all these other big hits, so a lot of money. First one was good, I didn't watch the rest of them. I wouldn't spend my life watching it, but you should at least watch a YouTube clip of Avatar to be like, oh, I completely see what it's about. And then you look at us and it's are we just playing an avatar? And we kind of are, and it's why did I get this body and this person and that? Which gets into this deeper. Yeah, okay, yeah. Avatar is good, man. I'm not going to recommend movies to you that are not worth your time. And you gotta understand, I've watched a lot of movies and then IMDb and then plot lines and stuff. And really the only movies other than these ones that are cinematic beauties, such as Harry Potter, Avatar is a great one. Not my favorite, but it's a masterpiece. I can't sit here and say it's not a great movie. It's just not exactly me, but it's a great movie. I'm losing my train of thought. It's so annoying. Slack asleep a little bit, but yeah, man, then you realize what Mr. Beast did too is bed, right around the corner, office, boom, just grind, right? And you're in that situation too, so you just sit up here and keep grinding and grinding and grinding, and life will get better. And as you keep these work habits, other people are so used to the norm of 40-hour work week, watch some TV, enjoy a show because they feel like they've earned it because they worked, but really they're working because they didn't work hard enough before. You see the catch-22 controversy there. So, anyways, yeah, get yourself out of that mess. And why? Oh yeah, why are we playing this avatar, right? And that goes into like afterlives and karma, and whether we're here. So maybe my lesson isn't to focus on money, but to be happy and be positive, and everything will just be given to me, right? Yeah, so that's the funny thing. Dude, first stream, had a live viewer. All starts with one, man. And dude, how funny would it be though, like, you know, say this channel's bringing 100 grand. It's me, yo, Sam. Yeah, I know. Oh, yeah, yeah. I knew it was you. I didn't know who. I didn't see their name beforehand because I didn't know how to get to participants. So I didn't know if it was like a bot or whatever. You know what I mean? But it seemed like it was a person. So, anyways, would have been nice for chat engagement. But now I know how to see a participant, chat back. We have the camera up. What does Yosan mean? Yo, son. Thank you for the stream.